Xavien Howard requests a trade. He's not happy with the Dolphins. I think he posted an Instagram post yesterday saying he doesn't feel valued and respected. He wants out. Oh, where should he go? Xavien Howard. He led the league with 10 interceptions last year. He was an All-Pro, first team All-Pro. Great cornerback, has excellent ball skills, can guard the opponent's number one. He's a great cornerback. He has a lot of years to go to. He's 28 years old, so he's not on the wrong side of 30. He looks like he has 3, 4, maybe even 5 years of good elite production. So where should he go? There's a lot of rumors out there. You know, the Arizona Cardinals should get him, the Falcons, the Saints, the Cowboys. Should the Bucks get him too? You know, just completely fill that roster, just full of stars, run it back. But in my opinion, I think he should go to the Seahawks. The Seahawks traded for their safety, Adams, and he did pretty good. Jamal Adams, he's more of a blitzer. He likes to play that linebacker role, coming to the line, tackling behind the line. He gets sacks as a safety like no one has ever done it. But they lost Shaquille Griffin in free agency. They really haven't had that Legion of Boom type of defense since, you know, Sherman and all those greats left, Chancellor, Thomas. Since all those greats left, they've never really had a team, a defense that scares offenses like that. So if they're able to, you know, 1 year trade for Jamal Adams and the next year get Xavien Howard, I think that really elevates that defense to back up that offense that has been electric these last few years. Really compliment Russell Wilson and, you know, DK Metcalf on the other side, and just go back to their roots, have an efficient offense, a shutdown defense, and go get it. Especially because their division is hard. Matthew Stafford, he's never won a playoff game, but with Sean McVay, I think he has a great chance of making some noise in the playoffs with the Rams. Kyle Murray is going into year 3, although I don't really trust or believe in his coach that much, Cliff Kingsbury. I do believe in Kyle Murray, and I think he's a generational talent that could, you know, put a team on his backpack and just make stuff happen. So, and the 49ers, for that sake, they should be nice too. We'll see how Trey Lance does. We'll see if Jimmy Garoppolo can stay healthy, but you can never count out Kyle Shanahan. He's a great coach too, young quarterback, one of the best offensive minds in the NFL. So the Seattle Seahawks, I think they still need to make some moves. This roster is not good enough, in my opinion, to win the division or compete for the Super Bowl. Maybe they can win the division, but I don't think this is one of those rosters that you think, damn, Super Bowl or bust, or they're going to go super, super far. And if you do think that way, it's probably because you think Russell Wilson is amazing, and I think he's amazing too, but he needs some help, is what I'm trying to say. Russell Wilson is amazing. He could definitely, you know, just carry the Seahawks as far as he can go. But I think he needs some help, and I think the Seattle Seahawks should be the first team on that line calling the Dolphins and saying, hey, how much will it take to get Xavien Howard? But what do you guys think? Where should he go? You know, the New Orleans Saints, that's one of the teams that's been circling around too. I don't think he'll go there just because, you know, we don't know how their QB situation is going to look. They're also talking about maybe the Bucks. I don't know if they have, they're going to, you know, shake up their roster like that. They already have a championship team. They're running it back. I think all of their starters, first time ever, all of the starters for a championship, for a Super Bowl winning team is back. So I don't know if they want to mess with the chemistry. The Arizona Cardinals, we're talking about the NFC West, then that might make some sense. Patrick Peterson is gone, and he was their shutdown corner for many, many years. So we'll see if they make some moves. But I think the Seahawks makes the most sense. I would like to see him go to the Seahawks. I think he will compete for a championship. He could be that player that takes them to the next, you know, level, that, you know, puts them over the hump. But how do you guys rate Xavien Howard? Do you think he could push a team to, you know, greater heights, or is he just, you know, a solid cornerback that had a great year, 10 interceptions, Because I rate him pretty highly. I saw that game against the Chiefs. He was locking players up. That interception that he had against them. There's a lot of good games that he had last season, and I think he's a quality player at 28 years old. The Dolphins love getting picks. They love, having future assets. So we'll see how much it takes to get him. Maybe like a first, we'll be able to get him. Maybe a second and a third, second and a fourth, second and a player. We'll see how much it takes. Probably a first, in my opinion. We'll be able to get the deal, a first and a player maybe. But what do you guys think? I personally think I would want to see him with the Seahawks, but I know there would be a lot of teams that'll take him. All pro, coming off his best season, on the right side of 30. But he is looking for a contract, so you got to keep that into consideration. He wants to get paid like one of the elite cornerbacks. He's in, I think, one of the last years of his contract. So if you do get him, you got to, throw some money at him. You got to make him happy. You got to, make him feel wanted. Make him feel like he, deserves a lot of money. And apparently there's a report saying that 2 playoff teams have already inquired about the possibility of trading for Dolphins cornerback Xavien Howard. So he just requested the trade yesterday. I would not be surprised if he's already traded by the end of next week. This is going to move fast. Xavien Howard, he's a great cornerback. So what do you guys think? What's the most likely destination for Xavien Howard?